Now we are going to talk about trigonometric graphs. Okay. First of all, we are going to talk about sine graph. We are going to talk about sine graph over here. Now, when it comes to graph, the basic concept, how we will be giving the question to you guys. The question can be given in this way: A sine B x plus c. Okay. A sine bx plus c, in which A will tell you about the amplitude, how much distance will be there from the initial line to the maximum or minimum, that will be represented by amplitude. Okay, then we will have change of axis. Change of axis means that we are going to talk about that how much unit it will move in x-axis or how much unit it will move in y-axis. This will be considered by this one, and then there will be b, that will be representing number of cycle. Okay, so we are going to discuss that in a fixed range, how much graph can be made, that will be represented by number of cycle. Now, as we are going to talk about right now the sine graph, so what is the first thing you have to remember when you will be starting your sine graph? First of all, make your table. You have to make a table of 5 values: 0, 90, 180, 270, 360. These 5 values you are going to use over here. Okay. And for instance, if I am giving you that you have to make a graph of y equals to sine x minus 2. So how will you make this graph? I have to make a graph of sine x minus 2. So how will I make it? So first of all, with x, it is sine written. So I will write sine x. So sine of 0 will be 0. Sine of 90 will be 1. Sine of 180 will be 0. Sine of 270 will be minus 1. And sine of 360 will be 0. Okay, this is the first thing which we are supposed to do over here. So now I'm going to, right now I'm just working with, I'm not discussing about this one right now. I'm just going to draw a simple graph of sine x, so you can get a better idea over here. And it will not be done on a graph paper. It will be done by sketching, not by the graph paper. It will be done by sketching. Okay. So x is representing 0, 90, 180, 270, 360. So on x-axis you are going to plot your angle 0, 90, 180, 270, 360. Okay. And they have said y equals to sine x. The value of sine x is considered as y. So the value of y is 0, 1, 0, minus 1, 0. So 0 is over here, 1 is over here, and minus 1 is over here. Now at 0, the value is also 0. So at 0, the value is also 0. At 90 degree, the value is 1. So at 90 degree, the value is 1. Right? Then again, at 180, the value is 0. So at 180, the value is 0. At 270, the value is -1. So at 270, the value is -1. At 360, the value is 0. At 360, the value is 0. So when I will join it, you will have this kind of graph in front of you, and this is your sine basic graph. I haven't added or subtracted or multiplied anything over here. This is a simple sine graph over here. 0, 90 and 1, 180 and 0, 270 and -1, 360 and 0. Now in the question they have said, from the value of sine x, I have to subtract -2. So what will I do over here? So now that I have to subtract -2 from here, what will I do? This is sine x values. So I am going to subtract from sine x value, I am going to subtract 2 from there. Okay? From value of x sine, I am going to subtract 2 from there. So 0 will become -2, 1 will become -1. 0, -2, -2, -1, -2, -3, 0, -2, the result will be -2. So what I have done, from the value of sine x, I have to subtract -2. So from this value I have subtracted -2, from this value I have subtracted -2, -2, -2 and -2. This is the thing which I have got over here. Now I'm going to plot this graph over here. Okay. See, at x equals to 0, my value is now coming -2. So at 0, the value is coming -2. Right? At 90, the value is coming -1. So at 90, the value is coming -1. Then at 180, the value is coming -2. At 180, the value is coming -2. At 270, the value is -3. At 270, the value is -3. And at 360, the value is again -2. Okay? Connecting these ones. See, the size of the graph is same. There is no change in the size of the graph. Only what has happened? The graph has moved 2 units in y-axis. When it comes -2 means I'm dragging it downward. So now my every point, the point which was on 0 is on -2. The point which was on 1 is on -1. The point which was on 0, -1, that point is on -3. So basically, this is my final graph. This is the graph of sine x, and this is the graph of sine x -2.